Hey y'all, I am Mazellegh. I am an African American speaking about some African Americans who love to share on social media misinformation, stuff that's not true, double standard about the people from the continent of Africa and about the continent of Africa. Now, I'm not here to shame anybody. I'm just here to challenge those narratives in order to continue to bridge the gap between the African Americans and people from the continent of Africa. Someone has to do it. That person is me, Mazellegh. So welcome to my channel. All right, I'm going to share with you all this video clip and then I'm going to come back and talk about it. So let's get into it.
Why is it the moment that Black Americans find joy, all of a sudden someone from the diaspora has to come and snatch it away? Why is it such an issue that we're celebrating and embracing our newfound Black Scottish cousins? I keep hearing, why y'all like them? Y'all don't like us, da da da. The question is, why do y'all try to separate yourselves so much from us? Y'all don't like us. Y'all don't love us. Y'all make it clear that you're not one of us. We're never going to be one of y'all, and that you never want to be one of us. You want to distance yourself so far away from us to the point where we decided to listen to you and step back. Now that we're finding a group of us that actually love us, it's an issue. You hate to see us happy. You hate to see us with any part of joy. It's sad. We're not doing this anymore. You're either loving us and we're loving you, or it's just nothing, because we're not going to waste our energy. We're the type of people, if you tell us you don't like us, we're not going to keep being in your face. We're going to take a step back. And that's exactly what's happening. So I don't understand why you're mad. I think the better question is, do you love yourself? Because if you loved yourself, you would not hate us as much as you hate us. You would actually embrace us. And I think that's what the issue is, because for the first time, at least for me, I'm seeing a group of people that actually love themselves to claim the place that they live. They're claiming Scotland. They're proud to be from Scotland, but a lot of y'all are not proud to be from the place that y'all actually live in, that you were born in. That's why y'all cling so much to your ethnicity. And your problem with Black Americans is the fact that we're from this country. We acknowledge what's going on in this country, but we actually are proud to be from this country in a way, because we know what we built in this country. And despite what y'all think, we know that we have culture in this country. We have history in this country. And that's what sets us apart. And that's what makes y'all mad. And that's what we don't get about y'all, because we're
honestly, I don't think that people from the diaspora are really upset at the fact that there are some African Americans like herself that are celebrating Black Scottish people. It is a beautiful thing to celebrate other Black people that are a part of the diaspora, because we do have a connection, and it's important that we start to embrace each other wherever we are around the world, because I definitely preach on my channel the importance of Black power globally. So it's great to see that there are some African Americans like herself that are showing love to Black people that are a part of the diaspora. Even though they don't care that you're showing love to Black Scottish people, I think the problem is the selective love that's going on. That's the problem. Because the families and the lineage that will be Black Scottish people is the same group of people that you claim to dislike when it comes to the United States, or when it comes to people from the other diaspora. These are the same groups of people. Black Scottish people's lineage would still be from the continent of Africa or from the Caribbean. They're the same groups of people. They're just living in a different continent. They're living in a different country. So how are you able to be accepting of the same group of people in Scotland, but then you show a hate and a disdain to a group of people because they live in a different country or live on a different continent? That's where the issue is lying, because it's like they're all the same. They have the same story. So what is the difference here? How are you able to differentiate between the families that's coming and migrating to Scotland from the Caribbean and the continent of Africa than the same families that are migrating to the United States of America? Is there really a difference? No, there's not. It's crazy how she's preaching unity in one breath, but then she's preaching division in another. And we're talking about the same group of people. And the reason why she's speaking division when she's talking about the other groups and the other people in the diaspora is because she's encountered, or she's seen on TikTok, someone within, one person within this group who has said something that she didn't like. And so she's not able to then say, this is just this one person. This has nothing to do with the continent as a whole. This has nothing to do with the diaspora as a whole. This literally is this one individual person. That shouldn't turn into a y'all. You know how black people, as a black person in the United States of America, we hate to hear people say y'all when they talking about knowing good well we don't got nothing to do with it. Like who is y'all? Like who? When people say that, we get mad. I'm not in the y'all. I'm not in. Don't put me in the category with everybody else. Y'all know how we hate when people do that, black folks. Other people hate the same type of treatment. So you keep putting y'all in a context where everybody isn't included in that disrespect. Everybody isn't included in offending you. Everybody is not included in trying to separate themselves from you. There is a large group of people in the diaspora that are actually doing the opposite of what you claiming they're doing. But you can't see that because you're focused on those individuals who you had a problem with. So if we don't want to put a y'all, we don't want to be in the collective as y'all, then don't put everybody else in that y'all. You need to be specific. Who are you talking to? Who in the diaspora are you talking to that wants to separate themselves from African Americans? Who are those people? Not to say that there are not some people in the diaspora that feel that way, but as a whole, that is not how everyone feels. And you might come across a black Scottish person who might have something negative to say about an African American. You just ain't came across that black Scottish person yet. But is that going to then tarnish the entire black Scottish people? Of course it's not. It's just that one. The last thing that she said that needed to be addressed is when she's talking about that black Scottish people are proud to be Scottish, as they should be. But then some African Americans have an issue when you have people from the continent of Africa or people from the Caribbean that are proud of where they come from. Then some of you want to think that they're trying to be better than, or they're trying to act like that they are more than African Americans, or that they have this type of arrogant attitude when they also are proud of where they came from. So if you're able to love on the black Scottish people when they say that they're Scottish and they're proud of it, then you should be proud of the other individuals as well. Now, a lot of people are talking about that black Scottish people are claiming they're black. I think that's what's getting some African Americans why they want to love, because they're putting the black in front of it. And it's just like, again, as Americans, you are not able to dictate the experience of blackness all around the world. You're only able to speak on the experiences of being black in the United States of America. You can't speak on being black anywhere else because you've not experienced being black anywhere else. So just because the black Scottish people want to put black in front of their title doesn't mean that a Ghanaian is wrong, because they're not. Or that a person from Ethiopia is wrong because they don't. Or the person from Haiti is wrong because they don't. They don't have to do that. You know why? Because black people make up the majority of the people in that country. They don't have to put the word black in front of it. 0.07% of people in Scotland are black. Just like in the United States of America, where we make up the minority. That's the reason why you'd have to put the word black in front of Scottish people, so that there can be a differentiation of who you're talking about. You don't have to do that in these other countries. They know that you're talking about a black person in Ghana. If you are a minority in Ghana, then of course you might have to put what color you are. So I think that's the reason why some African Americans are so proud to be accepting of black Scottish people, because they put the word black in front of their name. They would have to. Otherwise, people would assume you were talking about the Scottish people that people attribute to being Scottish, which don't look like us. So, yeah. I think the problem is, and what needs to be resolved is, as African Americans, there needs to be some type of understanding that people don't have to agree with everything that you say. People don't have to love you the way you want to be loved. People don't have to put you on a pedestal every single time. You don't have to be the center of everything. And when that doesn't happen, you want to say that people are not showing love to you. There's different ways of showing love. Showing love also comes from mutual respect. It comes from mutual understanding. It comes from listening. It comes from understanding that there are going to be people within the groups and every groups that are not going to agree with you, that are not going to like you, that's not going to be on your team. But that doesn't speak about the people as a whole. And that's what you need to start understanding. You need to start differentiating between an individual and a group of people. Majority of the diaspora is very accepting to African Americans. If you see a lot of TikTok videos, a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of these videos are people from the continent of Africa, people from the continent of people from the Caribbean, all around the diaspora, who are always bragging about African Americans, who are always trying to take up and support African Americans as much as they can. I've seen so many TikTok videos, so many YouTube videos. It's crazy how much support the African Americans get from people from the diaspora, and you still sit on here and act like that you don't get any support from those people just because one person didn't support you. We need to stop that. You need to open your eyes. You need to open your eyes. Get out from behind the TikTok video world and realize that there's a whole world out there. There's other people out there other than what you're seeing on social media. Then you would know the truth about what's really going on. You will understand and know that majority of the people of the diaspora support and love African Americans like those same African Americans show love and support these people from the diaspora. We are all in this together. This is not a competition. This is not about who loves you the most. This is not about who validates you the most. Because when it comes down to it, the people that are the majority are the ones that's going to continue to remind us really where we are in this world. And we have to stick together. We have to stick together. All right, you all. That's all I have to say on that. I am Michelle Mazelleغ. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.